just a little ways around the corner from fear. Be there by next year. Where I'm going, where I be.
Yo guys, what's going on? I'm Tim Kelly. This is The Real Sports Talk. Thank you for watching. Normally, I only discuss sports on here. Occasionally, you'll hear me talk about music or entertainment or something else. Today, I'm going to talk about something that is obviously bigger than this. Throughout the last few weeks in the NFL, there have been some tragedies between the Javon Belcher incident, Jerry Brown of the Cowboys getting killed, but we just had something happen today that is probably 10 times bigger than either of those things combined, and that was the shooting that took place this morning at, I don't want to get the name wrong, Newtown, Connecticut, that cost 20 kids their lives, 7 people that worked for the school, including the principal. Basically, what happened, according to the articles and the news stories that I've seen, is a guy who is apparently about 20 years old walks into a classroom at the school where his mom apparently was a teacher. He walks into that classroom, kills every student in that classroom, kills his mother who was the teacher, and he ends up killing the principal and a bunch of people. The school goes on lockdown, and before it's all said and done, 27 people are dead. I mean, this is nothing to say, oh, you know what, tomorrow we'll just move on. This is really one of the biggest news stories we've had in years because of the amount of children that just lost their lives in this. President Obama has already spoken on this. It's one of those things where you don't know what to say. 27 kids died that were innocent, or 20 kids died that were innocent. The guy killed his mother. I'm sure that him and his mother didn't get along very well because even when you have issues, you normally don't want to shoot your parents. So he shot his mother. So I'm certain that they had problems, but that doesn't mean she deserves to be shot and killed for it. The principal was killed. What did she do wrong then? I mean, all these people. The thing that I've come to the conclusion to with some of these guys is everyone has issues, and everyone has an issue at some point in their life that you really get deep, sometimes disturbing thoughts. At some point in your life, pretty much everyone has that. Some people, like this guy, obviously have deeper and deeper thoughts and worse problems than people that are on a different level. At that point, you go see a therapist, you go get help, and you go turn your life around. It is not embarrassing to go do that. It's what makes sense. This is embarrassing. This is beyond embarrassing. This is disgusting, and this guy will never have to deal with it because he killed himself. So he killed all these people, and he could have just got help. He could have gone to a therapist, he could have worked things out with his mother or whatever, and tried to get help and try to turn his life around. Instead, he does this. And I think the thing that I would say is if you try and get help, and you try and turn your life around, and you're still feeling this way, and you want to end your life, then, I'm not advising anyone to kill themselves, but why do you have to kill 20 innocent people? 27, actually. Why do you have to go kill all those people, many of whom haven't even lived weren't even alive in the 90s. They've been alive that little amount of time, and they're gone now. They're killed. All their parents, all their families, and a community is absolutely destroyed over a thing that just doesn't even make sense. If you have a problem and you decide it's over for you, that's a terrible state to reach, but you shouldn't have to go kill everyone else. It doesn't make any sense, and it's a very cowardice thing to do, and especially to do it, I think suicide, every circumstance is different, but when you go and kill 20-some people and then kill yourself so you never have to deal with what happened, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me what could run through your mind that you would want to torture and kill these innocent people. What did they do wrong to you that you would want to go do this? It doesn't make any sense to me, and it's sickening. And we have all these hicks in our country and all these, oh, America, I don't want to lose my gun rights, but quite honestly, it seems like things would be so much easier if we just got rid of guns in this country. And I know that that's not going to be a popular opinion, whatever. I really don't care because, quite honestly, 27 innocent people just got killed. And if we didn't just give out guns to everyone and allow people to get guns that end up doing things like this, then we wouldn't have these problems. You know, people say, well, I want to have self-defense. Well, if no one had a gun, then you're not going to need a gun to defend against someone else who has a gun. And I know that there's no perfect scenario to the point where, yeah, you want to have a gun if someone comes and robs your house. I understand that. You want to be able to defend yourself. But then we see things like this happen, and it's just, if you've ever been to court for anything, honestly, that you definitely should not be allowed to have a gun. I don't even care what you've been, not to court, to jail for. You shouldn't be allowed to have a gun. And these people that, and I don't know if this was the case, but these people that get out and are allowed to own guns or whatever, it's just, I can't believe someone would go and do something like this. It's absolutely awful, and this is probably the worst school shooting in the history of the world. It's not going to probably get the attention of Columbine because, unfortunately, we've become more accustomed to seeing these school shootings, seeing shootings in public places. I mean, throughout the last year, the ones that are obvious are the Gabby Giffords one, where she got shot at, I think it was a grocery store, doing some type of speech. We saw the Dark Knight shooting, which killed quite a few people. But, I mean, this one, 12 people died in Columbine. 27 people died here. More got injured in Columbine, but more than double ended up dying in this. And, it's absolutely disgusting. I feel awful for every single person in that community. Everyone's thoughts and prayers are certainly out there from the Real Sports Talk, and everyone else involved that's watching this video, I'm sure, feels the exact same way. What I don't want this video to become in the comments is a battle over, oh, should we have guns in this country or not. That's just something I threw out there. But quite honestly, that shouldn't even be discussed right now. We need to sit back and realize that we need to pay homage to these people or to the children, principal, teachers, faculty, whatever, that were killed. Remember them, and just try and educate people to make sure things like this do not continue to happen. We need to do something, and it's not the time for some idiot to blame. Oh, if we didn't have Call of Duty, then this wouldn't happen. That's stupid, people that say that. You know the difference when you're killing someone on a video game than when you're shooting people in real life. You even if you're insane, which I'm sure they'll claim he was, you know the difference. And playing Call of Duty or any of those games, I don't really play those games, but playing any of those games has absolutely nothing to do with going on a killing spree like this. It's disgusting. This guy's gonna burn in hell, and quite honestly, he deserves to. Rest in peace to all the children killed, and thoughts and prayers are certainly out with their families. All the faculty that were killed, their families as well. Just a terrible day in this country and across the world as we see the shooting in Newtown, Connecticut. I'll see you guys later.